Okay, here we go. Sorry, everybody. Let me get this ready. Sending out the live. Thank you for all that are coming in. They're happy. Student restaurant. Weird. Chaos. I know what they're talking about. Something about a student and a restaurant and chaos. So if that resonates with any of you in the chat, that's kind of funny. Are you talking to me about college? I have no idea what they're talking about. All this week. Get them all. Here, I'm gonna put this up. You have regret. Do the bolt. We're saying, telling me to hit the bowl. They're telling me to hit the bowl for everybody. What they meant, get them all. Yep, I did. Ooh, I need to add more water into it. Yep, we need to replace the water. Oh, hey, I didn't even know this was here. Shoes. Yeah, my shoes are over there. Or they're saying choose. Choose what? What do you want people to choose? One of those. Okay, hold on. Oh, too much. Oh, too much.
Bad. Crowded.
It says it's crowded. It says it's crowded. Maybe. This is 174, removes pain. It's a little bit fuzzy, it sounds. Hold on.
Good. I know. Getting my.
So it might be getting. This it might be getting. Let me do this again. Hello? Okay. Hold on.
It's working.
I like using this.
Well.
Just a moment. Hopefully that corrects one of the. There we go. That'll be better. I had to change the mic stuff around because it was doing some fuzz sound.
Would you like? It looks like.
He doesn't like.
He doesn't like visitors.
When I start. Good.
Camera started.
You do.
It said, good book. Hi, it's easy for
Told me she.
your live. Happy Wednesday. Earlier for your live. Oh yeah, I always do it at 1. This is my early live. This is when I do the tuning for.
Yeah.
I do it because there's some people that are 7 hours ahead of me.
Like to. For later.
So I like to do this because it's a vegan-friendly live, and some vegans are in the UK and England and other places. So I did the times efficiently for those that are getting done with their work in another country or that are now relaxing after their own lives to get away from their trolls. It was done strategically.
You like. Putting ink.
Oh, I'm doing really well, Heather.
Yes.
Yeah, so the tuning forks I do around this time because it clears for those that are relaxing from all of their debate lives or vegan debate lives if some vegans come in here. That's what it was originally, and it still will stay that way.
Yeah.
So 1 p.m. is where I'm at. So I always do it around 1 p.m. and I go till 2, sometimes longer. Or I mean 3. I go to 1 to 3. Excuse me, not 2. I go from 1 to 3, and then I have like a 2-hour grace period time. And then 5 to 6, I have the Twilight Live. But it varies depending on how busy I get, or neighbors, or other things. I did it this time frame because I have friends in real life that I still want to do stuff with after 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. And I just never know when they're free and when they'll be able to do the things I would want to, or if they need to reach out to me or at all. So everything I do is for other people, but I also do it for me.
Gilbert.
Welcome.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm just vibing, just doing the healing. And they said, "You're welcome." Or the spirit said, "You're welcome, Heather." Basically, just saying, "You're welcome."
Painted neck.
Painted neck.
Question.
I don't have a painted neck, so I don't know what they're talking about. Question.
You're welcome.
This is 243. This is not on the list, but I have a list that it is on. For now, I'm just keeping this one up there because I like the information it's bringing.
This summer.
Yeah, 243 is one that's not known of the frequencies. But this one is the calm and peace one. It's a rare. I had to custom get this, and due to one of my subscribers, I was able to find her and get it.
Get out of here.
The battle. I can't battle. Not with Restream, unfortunately, until I get a new device to do battles. I'm holding off on that though because until I know who's buying TikTok and what the deal of the country is doing for the purchase of TikTok.
Lonely.
You are balanced.
Until that's finished and everything is re-changed, I need to know what device to get for the new changed algorithms and stuff that they're going to do. So it's obviously going to happen that way. So I want to make sure I hold off to get the new device that would match for whatever TikTok turns into.
A white.
It's a wise hat. Yeah. I have a white hat. That's a wise hat. Yep. I think it did say Malcolm. Did it say Malcolm? Well, I heard Gilbert, painted neck, and then get out of here, and you are balanced. And then there was a fire here. Yeah, there was a long time ago. But it wasn't me that did it. It was whoever lived here before me. They could be talking about one of you where you're at as well. They're not always talking about my place. They're saying stuff that relates with anybody it would relate with. It's always a multiversal commenting as well. California? So you're in California? Yeah, there was a lot of them there. They're saying that, so it's freezing. Yeah, they're freezing you here. Yeah, they do freeze us here. They cook us here too. They do both.
For the air.
For the air, yep. for the air conditioning and the frequency heating system. Yep.
Air.
That's what they do here. We care. Yeah, I appreciate it. We got good beings that are around me. They're aware of my circumstances and situations I go through here, and they're just standing up for me. They're letting others know what I've already been trying to tell
You're
others about.
surrounded by love.
I'm surrounded by love. Thank you.
Moving. Like fun.
Oh yeah, I would love to move, but I need to be able to have the right means and ability to do that. No, we know that. Yeah, you have my vision board. You can see my vision board up there. They're very talkative today, very supportive today, everybody. It's really cool. Hey, welcome, Twitter. See one person on Twitter. This is why I do this at this time. This is 285 that I've been doing. It's
very nice.
They're very nice of me.
They crap.
And they're saying it's very nice of you to go. So they're talking to me, and they're probably talking to you, Heather, and some others. Got good energy right now.
What?
I knocked.
You knocked? They said I knocked.
Thank you.
I likes.
He likes me. He likes. Well, that's cool.
And you.
This is 324. This is for muscles. This is also not on the list, but it's one of the alternate sulfito frequencies. Next to Tron.
Hopefulness.
Tron, next to Tron, hopefulness.
I have.
Yeah, let's go to the
Yes.
next one. I'm just going through all the Sofigo frequencies.
A little.
Faces in fog.
Faces and
Yeah.
fog. Thank you, Mary. Welcome. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for all those who have gift. If I didn't see, I appreciate it. Thanks for the heartbeats.
Can you play music?
Airport.
I'm doing it for my laptop, so I don't see all the gifts coming through, but I'm looking at my phone with my mod account I have
Listen out
to
for
make
me.
sure I see who's gifting.
Found a. Much do you?
Because I'm streaming through three different platforms: YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. Yep, I'm in Bountiful. Hi. This would be Phantom. Ascending room. 396.
A demon here.
Oh, bless you. Well, you're not allowed to be here unless you're trying to become good. You're helping. As long as you're changing your ways. They're helping us. Okay.
3 months.
396. Yeah, I always get beings of all kinds, and the bad ones always turn good, and they get a better heaven. It's really cool. Because when you raise your vibes without fear, that's you you counter the lower vibes that try to come at you, and you don't have. If you fear, you're building the fear energy. You want to do the other and be genuine and authentic. Do self care, self love, self worth. That's what I do here. Yeah, so right now we're doing 396, which liberates you from fear and guilt.
Yeah.
Heart, can you do the ball? Okay.
There.
Where?
I gotta move the ball a little bit though.
You.
Might want
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Yeah, no fighting. Don't fight with the spirits. Don't fight with each other. So about healing vibes.
me about. Who likes?
That's one of my rules. It's always good to set healthy, healing, high vibe boundaries for anything, especially when you do things like this, because
I'm not.
your emotions amplify whatever beings or whatever connections could exist around. Whether you believe it or disbelieve in it, you just have to do that because it happens that way in real life anyway in water studies. And we all have water within us and we're all affected by that. So frequency, vibration,
My words.
vibration, frequency, geometry, sacred geometry, and everything is energy. Everything has a
Come
flow.
I've been here 50 years.
Pick up my mic from my neck.
Tell me how.
Tell me how, Dora.
Cross.
Don't cross him.
Hungry.
I think they're matching people's fears or belief energies, so they're telling me.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
When?
They know that some of you are religious, so they believe that you're doing the cross prayer. So they're aware of.
Rose.
Thanks. With me.
Her mother.
They're aware of what you're
What's
doing.
your
Your
name?
mother. They said, "What's your name?" Her mother. What's her name? Make sure you set boundaries. If you give them any information, make sure you are setting boundaries.
Every day.
Rule 17 is facilitates change.
Friends with
Friends with them? Oh, okay.
Say he went.
Anyone? Let's say anyone. Say who wants. Oh, Uriel, how are you? Say who, and I think Uriel's here too. But say who fights against evil.
Anybody.
Too crap.
Good crap. Yeah, Sehu in lore is a being that fights evil, so we're good. I get a lot of good beings that come through. I don't believe or disbelieve in any of this. It just gets very entertaining.
No.
Hey, Effie, thank you for the gift. Appreciate it. Very kind of you. Okay, let's do 417. Yeah, so probably in February or March when I know more connection of what they're going to do to the app,
I didn't hear.
that's when I'll probably get a whole new device. Forensic card, don't yell at me. Is a big change. Princess card, don't yell at me. Angie. That's what I think they said.
Yes, over here.
Yes, over here. Over where? By me or by someone in the box or someone in my chat? What about the wedding? Of cards, something about the Angie and wedding. She could. Yeah, I know she's good. Someone about being chased. Or G's. I don't know. Are you saying G's?
Like that.
I have no idea what they're talking about. Station. Got 'em. Hey, demon, or any beings, you're not allowed to be here. You gotta go. Unless you're wanting to learn to be better and change your ways from the angel beings. You gotta get going. Veganism. Yep. You found a group? You found a girl? Yeah. Yeah, I'm all for veganism, and yes, I want someone that is a vegan as well. Flowers. Fun. Within a month. Discuss it. Who do you want me to discuss this with, or who are you discussing it with? Count on it. Tomato? What? Tomatoes? What are you talking about? They said absolutely. We're talking to one of you. That's so funny. I love the random comments, and I don't even know what's going on half the time, but it's entertaining. They like me though because they tell me a lot of stuff off the air when they feel I need to be aware of something for my protection or another's. They let me know. That girl, impressive. That group, that girl, impressive. Malice, yep, it was very wrong of that group to treat that individual that way. I agree. 6:30. Yeah, I've been standing up for someone that's been going through some stuff. Anyway, um, not just one person, several different people. You're one of those? Someone's an ignorant flop?
Talk to you.
What do you want to talk to me about? Who is it you're trying to warn me or tell me about?
No.
You'll know. Looks like. Well, I am protected, so I'm not worried about me. Who's speaking? Who are you asking? Me? You know that I'm Samuel Spirit, but
I really don't pay attention.
they're saying someone else is speaking in the box. You know my real name too, Samuel Durbin. I said, I really don't pay attention. So there are some beings that don't relate with my connections that are here because they're connected to your family or other people that you are surrounding some of you that don't relate with mine.
No.
Well, that's who these other ones that are speaking are.
No problem.
Peace. So they're trying to tell these other ones that are gossiping, these other gossiping spirits, that we only want peace here.
The place. You think you'll? I like.
Likes.
Something.
I know.
This is 741.
I'd like.
Oh, hey, Adley and Medley. How are you? Medley, are you now... Medley, are you finally being good? Are you learning from Loki and others to be better? Thank you.
You okay?
One. Go.
What does she do?
So what's she do? Well, Adley is connected to Aphrodite, but Medley is connected to an Islamic bad dude. And it's a modality word connection.
They're still good here.
That's another Adley. They're still good here, yeah.
Follow is right.
No, too much.
Well, no, never go the direction a spirit tells you to go unless you're willing to go on a journey, and just watch wherever you go and protect yourself.
That's enough.
Tradition.
Tradition. That's enough. Yeah, come on.
Thanks.
They're matching some of your religious beliefs and fears, and they're telling you what you're concerned about. You don't need to worry about that. I'm about map of consciousness. I'm about self-care, self-love, self-worth. I'm a holistic vegan, so I'm about the moral stance of for the animals. So that's the energy that I am, that I allow to be around me. But I do holistic healing knowledge, holistic information that I feel people have the right to be aware of, and I just do this for myself. It's just my, I'd say, do your own research, talk to your own health professionals. But if this resonates with you, then there you go. But if you want to go vegan and you think you can't do it with help, yes, you can. You can go to challenge22.com and you can get nutritionists and others there that can help you go vegan so you can still get the required nutrient needs you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Spirit.
It's five.
Yeah, I get a lot of spirits. Stand up for veganism with me.
Fire.
This is 852. Truck Soul Tribe. What is it? Not very. You can't really tell me that there's any other vegans that do tuning healing forks and talk to spirits through spirit box, and the spirits will come out and say veganism, and vegan time, and all these things that they've said. And this is just on air. On air, they say a lot more. Yeah, like off air, when I'm not on air, they say a lot more, and to prepare for what we're doing when we're on air. It's like they're real people, but they're on the whatever realm they're in. I don't know what to call it. So I question everything. I don't believe or disbelieve. I just know there's something to it, and as long as it's healing vibes or very complimentary and helpful, then I'm gonna keep doing it. And how many people can say that they're a vegan and that they talk to spirits through spirit boxes and do tune healing? I'm like the only one out there. I'm okay if others do it too. If they do it, then maybe we can do it together. That'd be cool.
Actually.
I know others are doing it why I'm doing it because they've been learning to do their own bowl stuff why I'm doing mine around them on the back of their screen. I know some have done it. Some have even been looking into getting dowsing rods because I've inspired them to look into stuff like that, and that's pretty cool. Like, I would love to have dowsing rods.
You are valued.
You are valued? Thank you. Thank you for telling someone that they're valued. Appreciate it. If that resonates with any one of you, that was for you. Because that spirit likes to say positive things that relates to everybody. That spirit's been around, and I want to say it's either a friend or a daughter from the future. Do you want to say what your name is, spirit, that said you are valued?
Fine.
Yeah, there are a lot here.
Not here.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a ton different saying it. It's not just one. Constance? Yeah. Your name is Constance? That's a good word. I see what you did there. That was clever. That was very, very clever.
Major.
Oh, that's funny.
The first.
Both.
The job.
This is 963.
When?
Yes, I'm listening.
Hi, Isabel. Yes, I'm listening.
What's that?
They said, yes, I'm listening. Hi, how's it going? It's Thor. Oh, hey, Thor. What do you need? What do you need to say, Thor? You said it's important.
For you.
For liftoff. What's going on for liftoff?
No.
For me. Oh, for liftoff. For me.
Can't remember.
What am I supposed to do? What do you mean by me to go liftoff?
Read the book.
Read the book. Are you talking about it's almost ready for ascension?
Anna.
Hi, Anna. Read the book. Oh, you're saying for my life path. I see what you're saying. Curfew. Interrupt curfew. Enter a few. Enter refuge.
Sure.
Your mind.
My mind.
Not sure.
Enter few. Okay, so now that I've done all the frequencies, I'm going to go through different modalities. If anybody, Isabel, or if Heather, or if anybody that's in here, I haven't really looked to see who's still in here. If anybody wants to request a frequency, they're welcome to. And I'm going to, or have any questions on what I have up here or about to put up here, let me know.
Hi.
And she. It's about.
So I'm going to put Last time I was talking about a lot of self-care. This time I can do a little bit of. I can still do self-care. Self-care is a huge thing to talk about. It takes time for people to really embody the belief of self-care. So we'll do this one for now. How is it talking? It's like they scan through radio frequencies, so I don't know how to explain how it's talking. I think it's very interesting. It's just you get a Radio Spirit Box app. So here, I'll show you. You'll just have to look these apps up and then look up how they make them.
Both good. You heard.
Here you go. So like right here, you'll just have to go look into
Lisa.
Spirit Talker, Radio Spirit Box on the bottom right. You'll just have to look at these three. And these are Android app. And then look at how they create the program for them. You'll have to do your own research on that, Debbie. But basically, it's just radio frequencies of the program they're utilizing. I think one of them is through TikTok lives of old live connections. And the other is, I think they just have all forms of words in the device that are able to come through to speak through the words that are allowed to be said through the Spirit Talker. Now the Spirit Talker, you can change the language on it. I think to have the language you want it to speak to you in, and I think you can do the same with the Radio Spirit Box, but I'm not sure.
Spanish.
What about Vanish? But I usually do tune healing for this live and self-care, self-love information. These are just on the side because they bring up a lot of different responses to what we're talking about.
David.
So I'll bring this up here.
Ferment.
This is what I use to talk about. I just brought this up a lot last time. So I didn't want to have to go through all this again if people want to talk about other things. But we can definitely talk about this too. I always embody this as something that's important. Because this is a thing that we usually have to go through over and over, that people need to go over and over and over with, because they need to learn to get over the thing that is hard to get over.
The devil is real.
So one of the best things to do is this. Double zero. That's why I set boundaries to have only good beings that are allowed to be here if that's the case. It's impossible. It's possible. Still, the frog reaches the top. So basically, a frog decided to reach the top of a tree. All frogs shouted, "It's impossible! It's impossible!" Still the frog reached the top. How? Because he was deaf, and he thought everyone was encouraging him to reach the top. Be deaf to negative thoughts if your aim is to reach your goal. So how do we do that?
Small. Seems like.
The way you alchemize a soulless world into a sacred world is by treating everyone as if they are sacred until the sacred in them remembers. Yeah.
You and me.
So, yeah. And then to help with other people, since they talked about the spirit box, now they're like, well, how do I get the frequencies you're talking about, the tuning forks? Where can I find, if I don't want to get the tuning forks, where can I get a generator that does it to verify that the tuning forks work if I get any?
Redwood.
Just look for one that has the black and yellow background, not the orange. That's just the app that another app that you can get through Aptoid, to get apps from Aptoid. But you can get it from like the App Store on your device, your Apple Store, App Store.
Days for
You can try to find, but these are Androids. These are for Android. I don't know if they have it on the Apple. But you might be able to find it on Apple Store. But I'm sure they have other ones, hopefully. Frequency sound generators, another one here. Okay, I'll do the bowl. Hey, Metatron. What's up?
A new book.
Okay, we'll do the ball. Metatron, I'm doing the ball because someone asked. Metatron is scribe of God. Or scribe of source. It's also connected to Lord of Enoch, who brought a whole city to heaven, but now everything is new heaven or all heaven. So there's no, it's equality, it's unity. Hey, Marla, thank you. Appreciate you. Okay, good. Good. So I wasn't sure if they did for iPhone. So yeah, if they do, awesome.
Very well.
What are you going to do today?
Devote.
Most of my devices have been Android, but I would love to have iPhone devices or Apple devices just because they sometimes can last longer than a Android can. Who's your wife?
Well.
She moved.
She will. She moves.
I'm
Well,
10 years old.
you're 10 years old. Who are you? Who's 10 years old? Someone's going to get a bachelor's? About them going to college? That makes sense. You're giving me the history of my future that a wife is going to
Go
get a
down.
bachelor's or something. Go down. They're also talking to some of you about other things too.
Right.
Laura.
Okay. If anybody would like any tuning fork healing knowledge, or if you want me to ask any knowledge about things that I might have information on, go ahead. And so anybody that's used to this, you can request a frequency for me to do. I would do that for the next hour because I just did all of them.
You go. When you drop. I should. I'd like some.
Don't have
Knowledge.
Need jobs. Ocean or ship. Yeah, we don't. We have. There's like a. I don't know. There's University of Utah. There's BYU Provo. I'm not really for any of that. You can go to ULSC. You can go to Snow College. You can go to Utah State. You can go to up to Idaho. Go to one of their colleges. Salt Lake Community. There's a ton of different colleges here in Utah. But my dad used to work for a religious college, and he knew which ones were the credited ones.
Fun.
But I don't necessarily agree with what they consider credited colleges anymore.
Pay attention. True?
Yeah.
Can you do 396? Yeah, I can do that for you. Thank you, spirits.
2 lights.
All right. They told me to pay attention, so they're telling me to look at what you just put in.
But I switch.
See, they always try to get my attention to look at the chat.
That's okay.
I'm doing multiple stuff. Okay. So this is for liberates fear and guilt.
Been working on
So since we've done all of them, now we're balanced. Now I'm balanced at least to be able to do all the other ones that have already been done. So I like to go through all of them, and then once I've gone all of them, then I can just do whatever we want to.
Why?
Sister.
Sister.
4 o'clock.
They said sister, 4 o'clock, Borai, Merkla, Borkla.
And $10.
Something about bear claw? And his dollar.
Your wife.
My wife? On delay. Are you talking about someone else's wife? Because I don't have a wife. But you're saying that in the future I will.
Your presence is a gift.
Your presence is a gift. Thank you. You're right, because as your present, you're a gift to yourself and others. I agree, Spirit.
You're invisible.
And Twitter, I hope you're enjoying this. There's one watch here on Twitter. Hope you're enjoying what's being heard.
Experience.
Much.
We're confused. All right, I need to do something really quickly.
Forward.
I just.
Forward. I'm gonna check my food when I'm warming up in a slow cooker.
Big.
What type of blood type?
All about.
You should know. So I'm finishing the frequency here.
You should go to bed.
I'm gonna. You should go to bed. They're telling someone they should go to bed to rest. We bless them. They said that you should go to bed if you're not feeling good, basically. So you should rest. I get a lot of supportive spirits. It's pretty cool. Because of my vibe, it proves that I'm an empath. I don't even have to prove it. It just happens.
Nice to see you again.
I think.
Job with.
Let's see you again. Okay, so I'm just going to be on the other side of the room here. I'll try to shout out to y'all. Trying to get my food ready so it doesn't burn.
Fine.
I think.
They look very.
Aren't you at?
Was Ferris just talk to? They go at the berry. I got my phone with me though, so I can still see the comments.
Put their left.
I'm fighting with well, bless you. That's why I recommend to go holistic vegan. I'm a holistic vegan, so I always recommend do it for the animals and go to challenge22.com. So you look into plants, holistic oil knowledge, plant oils and more, ginger. You look for organic,
I heard
holistic healing knowledge. Apple cider vinegar. Learned a ton. The only time I ever really do any form of supplements that are plant-based or that are organic plant-based is when if I ever do get a cold or a sickness, which is very rare. Ever since I went vegan, I don't get sick as often as others, like cold. Yeah. Yep. Medicine, plants are medicine. Yep. You just said plants are medicine. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't even have to say anything. The spirits will say it. That's why I keep doing it. It's like having your own team or backup for the information that you're trying to share people to wake up to. Who lied to them? They're always going to mask. You got to be careful. Some of these spirits are going to be spirits that are around you based on the vibe that you have around you. And they're going to mask what you want to believe and accept, and then amplify that. That's why I'm about water studies. It confirms you can heal. Water study information. Your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions create or destroy. Words are spells. And they'll bring beings and connections that do that with you as equal. So your reality will be how you accept it or declare it to be that way. But you might be missing the truth, because if you choose to believe things that aren't fully true, you're going to have that in your life without realizing it. But if you talk about something as if you want it to already be healed, then they'll be drawn to things that do heal you, rather than things that don't. When I went holistic vegan, I learned things that the other was unaliving me, and then I found out from a blood doctor who worked at the Pentagon and more, and saved my life, extended my life. I said, I apologize. They're hearing someone say, I apologize. Didn't know that. Yeah. Some people don't know.
I don't. So it doesn't matter about whether you don't know. It's, do you want to know? Would you like more answers? Would you like more blessings? Would you like more miracles? Someone's choking. Are they laughing, choking? Bliss them. They say choking or
There is no peace. There is peace. There is peace.
My wife. Oh, someone's trying to call me on my regular phone, but I'm not going to answer. Your wife is trying to go? Yeah, to me, I've learned that you can reverse any form of sickness by getting rid of dairy and getting rid of any form of toxicity and go for alkalinity. And you can get away from any form of bird food. The more you go towards frugivore, the more you go for things that are for your gut system, full body system, it will be a way better. That are plants, not on alignment.
I was cremated.
Then you need to go towards self-care, self-love practices. It's not just about what you're eating, it's about what you're saying, feeling, and being to others. Once you, but what you're eating is definitely affecting how you're feeling. Because of if you're taking in unalignment, that you're taking in stress and pain and suffering, and you're contributing to a low vibration act instead of a positive act. So the way you end up healing your body and you start being healthier is by no longer being part of the other. Because if you are, then that's why you have the connections you have, good and bad. That's why you're not fully contributing in ways you would like to. That's what I noticed for me, especially. And then, but some of it is design. People are having these things happen because they actually want them to happen. If they didn't want them to happen, then they wouldn't be doing them. They're claiming they don't. It's a choice that you have to realize you're making. Once you realize the truth, then you free yourself. That'll be good. Well, we just put. That'll be good. Like everyone. Yeah. Sorry, everybody. Just trying to get my food ready.
Mummy.
Mummy. So for the last 40 minutes, we're going to do the Enya songs. That has 432 hertz to it.
How are you?
Yeah, I can put
I'm
that
glad
down.
you're here.
You're glad they're here?
We need energy.
Talk to her oracle. We need energy. Okay, hold on. What? I know that's you. You're talking to me. I know you're talking to me.
Malevolent.
They're trying to get. So the bowl was prayed by monks and nuns. It's 528 hertz.
Who is this?
Put my res. Be left.
Did you vote?
But I didn't know.
There we go.
Or.
Thank you, Marla. You're awesome. Marla K. Appreciate it. And bless you, Debbie, and others. If you want to get rid of toxic behaviors would actually be 417. 396 is good for getting rid of your fear and guilt. But if you're trying to heal your other situations, then that's what we would be doing. Like for health, 417 would be good for health. Fear and guilt is more for your emotional responses.
No.
I haven't talked.
417 would be for your toxic behaviors. So Debbie, if you're still here, this would help with your situation you're saying you have.
Hear about
But I don't think. But I don't know if they are because I'm not seeing them in the. They were butted.
Edgar.
Hi, Edgar.
Flowers.
You can always make any being good. But it's up to them to make that choice to be that way. But if you're in a high vibe, they can't handle the lower vibe very long. And if they stay around your high vibe, eventually they'll be healed just because of that. Yeah, so the lower vibes, if they hang around a high vibe, they will become high vibe eventually. So it's all about believing and holding your vibes high. Because there are people in low vibes that are wealthy, rich, and whatever, and there are people that are very high vibe that aren't. So it has nothing to do with whether you have money or not, whether you're high or low. It's just you have more genuine income of a fullness of abundance when you're high vibe than you are when you're low vibe when you get it. And the more we teach the high vibes, the more people will do it in the right way, and then everybody will be taken care of, and no one will be left without anything that doesn't want to.
Reading.
The graduate.
And yeah, the spirits have told me that I kind of helped that side to realize what to do on that side that they wish they would have thought of before me talking to them.
You deliver.
Because I'm like, well, if the other side exists and we can communicate with the other side, maybe we can make that other side be better than what we've been told it's going to be. And so instead of believing that it's going to be negative, what if we believe that it can become positive to correct that side and this side together? And that's why I do what I do.
I've never.
Yeah.
I affect the animals.
You affect the animals. Is that why that person's dog thought I was weird when he was around me? Yep, okay. So it was you. It wasn't me, it was the spirit.
Dave.
That guy's all about energy as well, or he says he is down the hall. He's a new neighbor. I thought it was pretty interesting.
I was cremated.
You go. Two.
Little, but it's dinner on.
Torment.
New. No.
Hours.
Can
I
you?
have to bring that song down.
Permit.
All of a sudden, there's like a fuzz to it. Does this work a little better? No.
A lot of fun.
Let me try this.
Or a big
It's a weird sound.
Oh, at night.
Oh, that's better.
fine.
Oh. Well, I'm fluctuating through sound setups on the laptop now. Veganism, thank you.
Berg.
All right, here we go. Let's do 472. Ah, yeah, it works.
Blasphemy.
It's a blasphemy. They're matching one of your belief energies. Responding to your belief energies.
Ancient spirit.
It says it's an ancient spirit.
True that.
Running to.
It's an easy.
And
Psycho.
yeah, anybody that does any form of negative vibrations to others, according to water science, whatever you do to others, it will be done unto you based off of your beliefs of everybody is connected to water. That's your feeling. But you can always counter anybody's negative beliefs or limited beliefs or conditionalized beliefs by not accepting
The
that.
woman scares me.
The woman scares you
Shop.
from blood. Someone just brought in some energy spirits that are around them. They just came in.
What's up?
How to dip.
Suicide.
Oh no. Who? It's hot again? How to get hot again?
My back.
Go back. Hold on. Gotta find something. Where'd it go? Bear with me, everybody. I have to check something while I'm doing this. No, you're not. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna have to get up there now. Unless you're PHAT.
A nice place. What?
What about the wedding? a nice
You are a
place.
gift.
What about wedding? Are you talking about my vision boards? My vision. F10. Oh, Fehu. I gotcha. Fehu Jesus. Fehu Jera. I see what you're saying.
This picture, Kate.
Yeah, this picture. I got it. I'm all about all self connection.
What do you want?
Okay, this is 417, so I'm gonna put this down. Does anybody else want any? Well, let me do this. Let me go through.
Forward.
Let me go through 417, 528, 432, and 741. This is what I did to reverse internal problems that I had. Is I did 417, 528, and then I did 432, and then 741. You're touching my back. Okay, Sam? Yeah, as long as it's for healing. As long as it's for healing and manifesting destiny, we're good.
Guilty.
Guilty? Who's guilty? What's guilty? We're going until 3 p.m. and then after 3 p.m. I'm gonna finish my food and lunch that I've been slowly putting together and eat.
Anyway.
And then tonight or twilight we're gonna have some connection for really important stuff. Yep, we're gonna have the spirits. And then affirmation cards. So we do spirit talks for the Twilight Live. So there's a lot more spirit interaction that sometimes happens.
Inferior.
Interactions. And by the way, Twitter, there were cards I pulled when I pulled them last time, and not last live, but the scheduled lives before last live. And I'm gonna post the ones that were pulled for Twitter. I already posted them on TikTok today. I'll post that one for Twitter today. It was just one set for whoever it resonated with on Twitter. If anybody on YouTube ever came in and wanted to say something, then I would do it for them too. But my lowest following, but I want to bring it up eventually. But yeah. So if anybody wants to follow my YouTube, you're welcome to follow it.
Share my message.
To build up its membership. Share your message.
Please.
Yeah, all my links to my different ones are here on TikTok. The same handle on YouTube. No, it's that that one is Samuel Durbis, but I have a link in my account here on TikTok.
Dexter.
That will help you get to the link, but you'll have to take the link and then you'll have to let it allow it to go to it, or just copy paste its link into website search. But recently I did do a posting video of all the different links, and it tells you what the name for YouTube is in one of my videos that I've posted recently. I have other ones that I had on YouTube that were old emails, but this is with the email I use now compared to what I used to. I tried to. Yeah, I made a whole new account for my new self. It was kind of a freedom of self-care focus that I did. Yeah, not working. Yeah.
I'm alone here.
But again, you don't have to. It's just the more I build up all my channels, the more I can get out to more people, so that I can inform, so they can find me easier.
Very much.
Okay, so 528. Let's put that down. 2432. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate it. I'll find you.
Flower. Fall. Cement.
This is 432. Sorry, it's kind of loud. Trying to keep it away. Who's an extrovert? I'm kind of a mix of introvert and extrovert. I don't need to talk to a ton of people anymore. I used to like that, but I like to be genuine and authentic. I don't need fake people in my life.
Very well.
Where did Barry went? I don't know. Is Barry around? Barry the spirit. He's like an engineer spirit or angel ish. But I've kind of upgraded to having a better being that is more reliable than Barry and Gary choose to be. Yeah, it fits me. Yeah, mostly Uriel and which I didn't even know could do that in this realm. I feel like I'm in a whole new timeline. And Sehu.
I won't lie to you.
You won't lie to me?
What do you?
Oh, so so who are you that won't lie to someone? Are you talking about you won't lie to me or you won't lie to someone that's in the chat?
Do you speak? Let's.
What about bar mitzvah and kissing? Oh, they're saying bar litz.
Lucky.
I think they use the word bar litz harlot. They're saying it's a bar mis bar bar uh, bar mista bar mit. I'm not saying it right,
No.
but it's a bar mitzvah harlot, so a party harlot of some kind.
Love.
And then something about love.
So you
It's the weird stuff that comes in the box sometimes. So basically, a Jewish harlot.
Her name. I'm not.
heard you.
Yeah, I know what it's saying. I can't always say what needs to be said. Oh, I
Long
apologize.
time. But tuna red would be red.
Who's this on? Okay. Hey, Uriel. Red would be. Yeah, Red is Uriel. He's a good being. He's he helps with tune-ups or he helps with mechanical or electrical connections of the spiritual kind.
That's the.
I'm here next to you.
You're here next to me. Oh, cool, Red. I guess that's his nickname is Red. Because Uriel is a red angel, or over the red angels, the passion angels. Because passion isn't always bad. It's about people that follow their passions of of compassion or of of any form of desires that are. But he's also good. He fights evil. So just because you have desires or things doesn't make you evil. It has to deal with if you're using those desires to harm others, then that's not good. That's Sam. What's up? Breath is breathery. Oh yes, I'm all about the breath of life. Yep, breath. They're saying they're all saying we're all connected to breathing and modalities. Yep. Say who's here. Yeah. They try to say the other because sometimes people think that say who is Satan and it's not. Say who is different than that other being. And say who's connected with Uriel. Hello?
Think red.
Secret.
We like the dark.
Secret. Who likes the dark? There is a yin and yang connection. If you look up on the picture I have here, everything has a balance of shadow work and more. You just have to be authentic and genuine and balance your full being, and you become the full self in your heart. I call it the heart spark. Computer. Yeah, I'm using a computer,
I know.
a laptop. I said they know. Can we keep talking? We have 7 minutes. So I just finished the 417, 528, 432, and then 741 frequencies to help with what the other person brought up earlier.
25. She loves.
Some people say they want to bring up stuff that they never want to correct what they know they've caused. And that's fine if people don't want to take responsibility for themselves.
Another two. Where?
Yep.
Trapped here.
That's a choice that they need to make for themselves. It's on behalf of themselves. But if it affects other people, then it needs to be. Then we need to learn self-care to counter anybody's
Cruelty.
problems that they're allowing to happen to them or others through them causing it to be residually affecting others through sickness or health.
Last year.
That's why I'm a holistic vegan, and they're bringing up what I'm talking about. That I stand up for the animals.
Funny job.
Now,
What's your
rich.
like?
That's 528. Tibetan singing bowl was prayed by monks and nuns, according to a paper I got when I got it. There's water in it, goes to the field, has turquoise as well, and helps heal and manifest.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. And it's possible I might do a through halfway through the halfway through the Twilight live. When we do the Twilight, this Twilight nighttime is what I call Twilight. So from 5 to 6 p.m. Mountain Time or 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's what I'll do. I at least start between that time, and then I go for about an hour or longer if I decide. Ooh, my body's reacting to different joint responses. It's good I recognize that. Taking in some food. What about death or unalignment? Is that you, Uriel? Yeah, Uriel is the angel of unalignment. He's a good being. Pretty cool. He's a friend of mine. I think he's probably been one of my first friend connections for a long time because of dreams and things that I was shown. And I think he's connected to Shamil, who is like rose quartz pink, heart chakra connection. Yeah. You think so? Yeah. Yeah, another angel. Yeah. Money, mummy. What about mummy? Deliver him. Mummy, as in Mummy. Who's mummy? Who's mummy? Master. Bless you. They said master and then bless you. You laughed? Who laughed? I'm guessing they're talking about. I think they're talking about Thor. So Thor left and went somewhere. Okay. Yeah. Thor has to go work and stuff. But it said the bad lady's here. Is one of you a bad lady? I hope not. They're saying the bad lady's here. They're trying to warn me. Don't worry, I got Uriel. I have Sehu and Uriel here. They fight against evil. So if anybody messes with me or tries, they connect with some energies and beings that can be. Yeah, Uriel's over the underworld, so he can send underworld beings at other people if he really wanted to. Like, mess with Sam here. I'm gonna send this at you. Like, just like ones that are necessarily standing up for good, that are trying to train to be better. Because they respect me a ton for what they've sent me and had me do, and so yeah, uh, yeah, we have our different awarenesses of what we're supposed to do. They have more knowledge than I have on certain things. Well, sin just means without. Sin has to deal with something that you're without. It has nothing to do with what you've been told it is. I'm about spirituality, not religion. So I'm about heaven on earth, not conditional love, but unconditional love. So let's break up what sin would be in rune code. This is a good teaching lesson for anybody that's here. And then time. So first off, let's start with, because no one will teach you this but me. Someone's recording? Good. Here we go. This is good information for all of you recorders and all of you individuals to learn, because you need to wake up in your heart. So let's break up the word sin. There are words within words, there's vibes within vibes, and numbers within numbers, and rune codes within rune codes of those numbers. That are of the letters that those numbers create. So let's do the numbers first. It's very deep.
It disguises itself.
It disguises itself. You're right. You're right, it does. So when everybody says be afraid of sin, be afraid of what without is. So without is within the word sin. So the words that you're told are bad are actually. So S is 1-9. It's for ascension or neo consciousness. So wake up to your higher consciousness of self. Wake up out of your ego mindset or expectational mindset. So S is actually for Sowillo, and Sigil, which is victory and success, and then Sigil is another pathway, and I'll go into what Sigil is.
We love communicating.
So that is 1 and 9. So S equals 19, which is AI. So sin is anything that's artificial intelligence, meaning not natural intelligence but programmed intelligence rather than your real self, meaning falling along with what everybody else claims you should be rather than what you know in your heart you should be. So neo consciousness.
I was cremated.
And that's just the S. So let's go on to the I. So you got basically the Sowillo and then the Neo of your ascension to your consciousness of your I or inner I. Into your N, which could also be another Neo, but more of a neutral Neo. It's a Neo protection energy self
The noise was me.
of your change. So there's that in the number sequence. Now let's bring up the, let's bring up,
You've been before.
and your Neo protection is your AD, your ascension divinity is for AD is would be 1/4. Your Neo divinity within the Neo Trinity within thee makes the divinity. No one teaches you this stuff unless you break it up and look it up. I have a IQ that is like the top 14, 17% that can't be controlled because we observe with our skills. Okay, here you go. Well, let's break it up again. This is what you learn when you come in here. I don't know. I don't know why it's trying to say gaming. Not gaming. Okay, so
Deepest secret.
Fehu is wealth, and so wealthy, healthy self. But let's talk about sin. So Sowillo is yourself. Or your victory and success for Sowillo. And then your standstill is I, Isa. And then they want to constrain that. So sin is to have yourself or victory and success to be at a standstill
I trust you.
and constraint. Under a constraint or a control. But the numbers within it tell you how to conquer what that word in rune code actually is about. In number connection. Because if you remember, it had 1, 9. So 1 would be A, which would be your friendship. So your friendship, so algiz, which is your friendship standstill. And your friendship wisdom for Anzuru. Let me look at that one at the top there. Yeah, Unsu's. Yeah, Unsu's it's the top fourth. It's another F symbol. You see Fehu and then your Raz and then Thuris says and then Unsu's for a modality of wisdom. So basically, it's a self or victory and success, wisdom standstill.
I lied to you.
Of your standstill let's see if there's a. And then we have N. And then someone says, I lied to you.
Flash.
I'd have to look up some other stuff. I'll go into that. But there's other information within rune code. So when you don't have the rune code, you just look at the number of your neo protection or neutrality. Oh, here we go. Nithya of your constraint. And that just means that you of your constraint that you're putting upon yourself to protect yourself. So it's not a bad thing. It's actually a self-care thing. Your boundaries thing. And that's why they try to say, oh, you're a sinner because you're not rich and wealthy. You're putting too many constraints on yourself and you're not choosing our evil side and controls. You're without us to control and to have you be followed by. So instead of you following your ego the way others would want you to, you're following your eternal go. So what they're doing is actually what's bad, and technically sin isn't even anything. It's exactly the opposite of what they try to claim sin is.
Hear the footsteps.
And so for those who want to label sin as a certain meaning or definition. So all our words are not what you are aware of them are, because there are words within words and runes within them and vibrations with all the connection. And I'll bring it up right here that's going to blow some of your minds, because you have no idea what I'm about to tell you if you haven't been here before. Well, those are you that are ready for the idea of words or spells, and there are words within words. What is pray with your words? What words are within pray with your words? I want you to think for a moment.
You are cherished.
Well, I'm going to give you the answer. Okay, here we go. So pray is parry. It's a word that's within the word pray.
Deja vu.
Also has rappy in it. But you don't want to change some of the letters. Just keep the letters that are part of pray. Some people will try to say pray as in P-R-E-Y, and we're talking about P-R-A-Y. Now, pray has parry. Then you got with, which is W hit. Separate the W from the with, and you get variation of that is hit.
Yes.
So it's W if, and then if can be, you can take the H and move it up to the front, just like you do with the Solfico frequencies, and you get hit. Now let's talk about that. Now with hit, then you have sword, or then you have words, and words is a sword. Words, sword, pray with words. So pray with words. So if you pray with words, you're doing parry, W hit, sword. One Joe is the rune. Let's go back to the rune, and I'll go over here. I'll replay this background in just a moment about words or spells and how to neutral.
Hell.
Okay, so now we got one Joe. So where's one Joe out? He LL. Hell is he LL, spirits. Okay, so here we go with one Joe.
Much.
It's joy. It's peace and success, but joy is kind of a vibration for one Joe. If you do things that bring you joy, you get closer to being peace. And one Joe is the flag at the end of Mario. At the end of Mario, there's the flag. It's a triangle flag, and you want to get to the top so that it stays, so you can get the most points. That's how you get.
I'm from ancient times.
Well, you get all this information, and it's everywhere. It's everybody's information. It's in everybody's connections.
Yep. Right. Some plat.
Okay, so there's that. So now you got pray, W, hit, sword. So when you hit your swords together, you create a parry, and then the parry causes a spark. That spark helps you get a W,
Love.
which creates joy. Yep, peace, love, all of that, of what you're focusing and wanting. So when you do that, words are spells, so words are vibrations and prayers. Your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions are a prayer. What you think, what you write, what you tell people, that is a prayer, that is a vibration. You are creating that to happen.
Private.
So the way that you amplify what you're wanting instead of what you don't want is focusing on what you're wanting and being genuine, authentic about it. Don't be fake or facade, be authentic. It's okay to be honest about your feelings because that's how you can then create what you're wanting and getting rid of what you don't. And but if you get rid of what you think you're wanting and you create chaos or harm, then you're going to cause chaos and harm in your life. So if that's what you want to vibrate and do, then that's the realm you're going to attract yourself to be part of. And if you realize that that's not what you really wanted, then you have a choice to change that focus. But once you've attracted something, be aware it's not as easy to go backwards from going forwards the wrong direction. You're gonna have to do a whole turnaround of your Raz. So it's gonna take strength to go back and do the
But
right
not
thing.
bad.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're going to have to pull something out of your ass so that you can have strength to do the right thing. Oh, that was awesome. Okay.
Period.
No.
Period.
I just got that from reading the rune Uraz here. Uraz. Just came to my mind and I was like, I got to say that. That's awesome. Anyway, so let's go to the next awareness. Now that you know that. So when you parry, W hit sword, you create a spark. So when two people's words come together as equal, they amplify that focus of that prayer to become one. They create a mountain to jump, ask a mountain to jump, and it will. And miracles can occur. If you're both thinking the same focus, you're amplifying that to be around you more, and then it will show up for you.
Stomach.
And then it's good to have stuff like this post. Okay, so that's it for now. I will be back at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. This is going to be in about, I would say, a little over an hour and a half. Spirits, is there anything you want to tell them? Hi, Ephraim. Is there anything you want to tell them before we go, Spirits? Or is there anything you want to ask me? Anybody in the chat that's on TikTok?
Fallen.
Fallen? What about Fallen? Who's Fallen? Oh, hey, Nate. Can't talk to you. Got to get going. Okay, have fun, buddy. Take care. Go talk to your wife or whoever you're going to help. I think he's in a hurry. He's got to get going. God bless you. Take care, everybody. Let me do this here. We're enjoying this? Hi. Thank you, Heather. Yeah, so I usually do affirmation cards on my Twilight Live that I'm going to do at 5 or 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So I'll see you all later. Have a wonderful day. Blissful daylight, and have a wonderful coming twilight and infinite rising to you all.